sure a lot of you have seen boots recommended as a start item for Katarina. This is for a lot of reasons. Because Katarina is a melee champion, moving in on units to attack them is kind of the best possible way to exploit your auto attack. In a scenario where they're running away, instead of getting 3 auto attacks, you could maybe get 4. Movement speed is also generally good with all of Katarina's abilities. You'll see this radius of her max distance. They start to respect this boundary you can create. They're going to back up as soon as you move towards them, and if you have the movement speed, you're able to run in, hit them, and run out. This is really good. This is similar to like why her E is a lot better. Like this guy is low, and like this guy over there is low. You know, so that's my reset. And that movement speed is the difference, so it helps chain your resets together. It's good with her W. And so her W give you 50% scaling move speed over 1.25 seconds. It's decaying and it's very short. However, 50% is an enormous amount of bonus movement speed. I get to 504 there, even though it's very short, by combining that with base value on the boots. You get a much higher burst of speed than without boots. You could say it synergizes well with all 4 of her abilities. Movement speed doesn't do a whole lot for Death Lotus, but you'd be surprised when everything else is quicker, how much more time you have to use Death Lotus. The movement speed is good for all 4 abilities. It's good for auto attacks and trades in lane. It's good for this like kind of kite pick combo where you try to catch someone off guard. The more movement speed you have, the less time they have to react to that, have less threat of falling out of range of Shumpo. It's like Syndra, where all of her abilities are a technical skill shot, and then also if you jump on her, she can't get away. The boots are going to help you turn this matchup really well, because since you're manaless, you can just continue to try to trade with her without taking damage, and then once she's low, you can jump in on her and you have the mobility to finish her off. Against Syndra, you would then also be able to rush the Sorc shoes. And so doing the math for Magic Pen can be a little daunting because of the way that armor itself work. But so basically, Sudden Impact gives 6 Magic Pen, Sorcs give 18. Together that is 24. An ADC at level 1 have 30, at level 18 they have 38. And so this is the armor values of a squishy. At level 1 here they have 23%, and at level 18 they have 28%. So ADCs gain about 5% from 1 to 18, while Sorcs add 17% damage from level 1 to 6, and then lose about 3% of that from 7 to 18. If you have Rocket Belt and Ludens, you end up getting 39 or 40 magic penetration with 2 and 3 items, which is more than the ADCs have naturally. So this would mean that you would deal true damage to them. And so it's fairly notable that Magic Pen gets better as you have more of it, but what's really going on here is that armor technically has diminishing returns. Magic Pen, though, has always really been good on Katarina, and it's not something that needs a whole lot of testing. Each point of Magic Pen is multiplying against itself to give greater efficiency until you gain percentage values of true damage more than full AP or AD builds can provide. 27% is a lot of damage. Even though it seems like you could counter it with Magic Resist 2, then all you really do is build a Void Staff, and now the Magic Resist works against the enemy champion until pretty obscene values. The Magic Pen on its own honestly just end up doing more true damage than even Kraken. And then the final thing that makes boots good has to do with Katarina's lane herself. Katarina isn't really very strong at lane, and the way that Katarina tackles a lane can vary from person to person. Some people attempt to dive fairly early level, like level 3, and attempt to take over the lane very quickly, while some other people might just try to improve and work on their lane through CS and matchups and counter building and stuff like that. But then the third stage of grief, you could call it, is that when you're really losing a lane really hard, it can be good to sneak away from your lane and essentially double kill these people down here really quick, because there's no way you're beating that Zed you fed. And then so once you get a double kill, you roam back mid, and now it's like, haha Zed, I am now a fed Katarina. By traveling from here to here, decreases the total travel time by several seconds, making this entire play way more feasible and way more practical to actually pull off.